Well. It is all over out in Seattle. The Kraken beat the Flyers 4-1. Um, really bad game for tonight. Flyers did not bring their, I guess you could say, they did not bring their um, offense with them out to Seattle as Dan Vladar, uh, you know, pretty much uh, as they get two empty netters, pretty much going away here. Empty netter. Vladar only gave up 2 goals. So it wasn't on him, but this game was just bad. Flyers, no offense. Um, we're basically just I'm gonna kick it out to you guys right now. We're gonna do the recap. I will get this pretty much over with. An old nemesis, Jordan Eberle, from Kako and Beniers, would score at the 3:48 mark of the second period. First period, there was no score in this game. And that would be the only goal scored in the second period. It would give them a 1-0 lead. And then the third period would get underway. And Chandler Stevenson from Tolvin at the 5:49 mark of the second period or third period would give Seattle a 2-0 lead. And, it would stay all that way till basically with about 2 minutes left to go in the game. And then Tovin from Stevenson would make it 3-0 at the 17:31 mark. And then literally 30 seconds later, Carl Grunderstrom from a boys and Grabekin with the helpers would cut the lead into 3-1 at 18:03, and then literally 21 seconds after that, Tovison again would get his second empty netter of the game, making it 4-1 at the 18:24 mark, and that's how it would end tonight out there in Seattle. So the Flyers did their best Eagles impression, kind of left the offense back east, I guess you could say, as they kicked off this road trip. But just it was a good game. It was a good game by the Kraken. The Flyers did not bring their offense tonight, and this pretty much kind of sums it up there. Like I said, it wasn't on the goaltender on this one. Goaltender only gave up 2 goals. You got to be able to bring it, and so Little Griff says tomorrow's my niece's birthday. We'll tell your niece I said happy birthday. Mickey checking in from Washington State. What's up, Mike? Good. Congratulations, Mick, on your Kraken winning. Mick had a pretty good day today. His Seahawks went to Carolina and smoked the Carolina Panthers, and then his Kraken won tonight against the Flyers. Joe Hale says, tough loss. He says, please do not cry. I'm like, no, I'm not going to cry. Not at all. Not at all. I mean, hey, your team was the better team tonight, Nick. So I'm happy for you. But yeah, to me, this game was just, it is what it was. It was something that's crazy. Just that their offense didn't come to play tonight. So Joe Hale says, I'll be at the game next Saturday. Joe, you're going to the Edmonton game. Or what game are you going to? Because I think they're in Edmonton next Saturday. Because they're kind of doing like a Western swing out there. I know they got, I think, matter of fact, I can even tell you, yeah, Maddie has it right here. Clear the ice. Yeah, they play Vancouver on Tuesday at Vancouver, then at Calgary. Then they're at the Oilers. So I don't think they're back home until after the Oilers game, buddy. So, okay, so it's the following Saturday after that against Tampa. Okay. All right, I just wanted to double check because I knew they were in Edmonton because I actually have this game tonight, and then my next one, believe it or not, is not until Saturday. If you want to throw that back up there, as you can see, Matty will have you Tuesday, and also he'll be doing a combined show on Wednesday with his the final word / Flyers post game that night on New Year's Eve. So make sure you guys show Matty some love, man. Show Matty some love. All right, so that's the 10th. Okay. I have to get to one of these, man. I haven't been to a Flyers game in a minute, so maybe I might try to go to that 10th game. I don't know yet. Gotta look and see how the funds are. If the funds are there, I might take a ride down to the Xfinity Mobile Arena. Take a ride down there and go to the game. Why not? He said, "Thank you. I love the Flyers, except when they play the Kraken." Well, that's cool. Hey, you know what, Mick? You can have an East Coast team, okay, buddy? You can have an East Coast team. We will allow you. You can be an honorary Flyers fan from out there in Washington. Of course, you would root for your Kraken. That's your home state team. So, yes, but you can be an honorary Flyers fan as well. You can root for the Flyers. Just hope that they never meet in a Stanley Cup. That's all. So, uh, guys, we're going to take you around the league tonight. Where's it at? There we go. Go around the league real quick as I can give you the scores from today. Not a big slate today, guys. There was only actually 5 games today. Final in a shootout in Tampa. It was the Lightning 5, the Canadiens 4 in a shootout. It was also the Blue Jackets doubling up the Islanders today, 4-2. Islanders were winning that game too, 2-0. Red Wings beat the Maple Leafs 3-2, and it was the Penguins beating the Blackhawks 7-3. So there you go. There is your light night tomorrow. 11 games on tap tomorrow. If you're looking down the proverbial, I guess, if you're looking down the list of it, you have some pretty good matchups. One being 10 o'clock at night. Actually, there's a couple good 10 o'clock games tomorrow, with the Wild going to Las Vegas to take on the Golden Knights, and also the Ducks hosting the Sharks. And this Seattle team, believe it or not, will host the Canucks tomorrow, which I find it fascinating because if you take a look at it, the Flyers play the Canucks Tuesday. So that means the Flyers, who just got done playing Seattle tonight, is flying into Vancouver. Vancouver is flying out to go play the Kraken. Then they got to fly back home to play the Flyers on Tuesday. That's kind of crazy as you see it right there. So, yeah, matter of fact, if I'm looking at Tuesday, Tuesday it's Flyers and Canucks, Blackhawks, Islanders, Hurricanes, Penguins, along with Devils, Toronto, and Canadiens, Panthers. But that's for Tuesday. But, yeah, so there's your scores right now. I'm going to take a look at the standings up to date as we take a look in the Eastern Conference. Right now, the Islanders have leapfrogged the Flyers for second place in the Metropolitan Division right now, as they are at 45 points. The Capitals are actually sitting with 45 points as well as the number 1 wildcard team. Florida right behind them with 42, along with the Buffalo Sabres. Actually, the Panthers, Sabres, Devils, Rangers, and Pittsburgh and Ottawa, Boston, and Toronto, literally from the 9th place team all the way up to the second wildcard team, is separated by 2 points. So that is a crazy, crazy thing right now, that they are all so close in the Eastern Conference. Literally from the second wild card down to the 9th place team, it is 2 points. And it's 4 points from the second place wild card team all the way down to the last team in the Eastern Conference. That's just crazy, crazy. I'm going to go over to the Western Conference real quick. Western Conference, Colorado in first place with 63 points. Dallas right behind them with 57. Minnesota number 3 with Minnesota is number 3 with 52 points. Vegas Golden Knight with 45 points. Anaheim, Edmonton, both with 44. LA with 41. San Jose 39. Utah 39. Seattle 38. St. Louis 38. Nashville and Calgary are 36 apiece. And then the Jets, Blackhawks, and Canucks are all, well, Winnipeg and Blackhawks each have 34 points, and bringing up the rear, believe it or not, the Vancouver Canucks with 33. So, Joe says Colorado looks unbeatable. They do, but I'll tell you what, I'm really liking the Dallas Stars, man. I like the Dallas Stars this year. Mickey says, he said, I love the Kraken. And then he said he also likes the Eagles as well. Uh, so there you go. But that is definitely right now, really your standings right now. If you're looking at the Eastern Conference right now, there's a dead heap at the top with 49 points. That is there's Carolina and Detroit. Right underneath them is 47 with Tampa Bay, 46 for Montreal, 46 for the Islanders. And then you have literally two teams at 45, which are the Flyers and the Capitals. They are 6 and 7. Panthers are at 42. But like I said, literally from the Panthers, which would be the 8th seed playoff team in the Eastern Conference, looking at through the all the way down to the the 15th seed, which is the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's only 2 points. Believe it or not, Pittsburgh, Ottawa, and Boston each have 41. So they're right there in the swing of things. And Columbus, who is 16th in the Eastern Conference, is only 4 points out of a playoff spot. So a very, very, very tight Eastern Conference as we move forward here. But again, Flyers lose tonight 4-1 to those Seattle Kraken. And I'll tell you what, it wasn't much to talk about. It really wasn't. Offense really didn't do anything. Joe Hale says, how many games are the Flyers out of the playoffs? Joe, they're not out of the playoffs. In the division right now, if you're going down the top 6 teams, if you're going down the Eastern Conference, right now the Flyers are 6th in the Eastern Conference. They are they are right below the they would be the 3rd place team in the Metro Division right now. Them and the Islanders are separated by a point, literally. The other teams right now, it's Carolina, Islanders, Flyers, and they're also tied right underneath them. It's the Capitals. The Capitals are also with 45 points, but they are the first wild card. Second wild card is the Florida Panthers. But as I've been reiterating, Joe, from the Florida Panthers all the way down to the number 15 team in the league, which is the Toronto Maple Leafs, only 2 points separate all those teams. You have some teams, like right now you have Florida, Buffalo, Jersey, Rangers, all with 42 points. So there's 4 teams right there with 42 points. Right behind them, you have Pittsburgh, Ottawa, and Boston with 41 points. And then you have Toronto with 40 points. And then really Columbus, who's in last place in the conference, has 38 points. So they're 4 points behind getting in the playoffs. They're 2 wins literally behind getting into the playoffs. Now, with some of these games that I'm seeing here, as I'm going down the list here, Columbus, Ottawa, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Florida, the Flyers, and Carolina all have 37 games, which is the lowest out of the teams in the Eastern Conference. Detroit's got 40 games under their belt right now. Tampa Bay, Montreal, each with 38. The Islanders have 39. Capitals have 38. Devils have 38. Rangers have 40 games. Bruins have 39. Toronto has 38. So there, you take a look. The Flyers actually have some games in hand. Say, like, they have 3 games in hand with Detroit, the Rangers. Okay, they have 2 games in hand. Or, I'm sorry, 2 games in hand, yeah, with Boston. They have 1 game in hand over Devils, Toronto, Washington. Oh, I'm sorry. The Islanders, they got 2 games in hand. Montreal and Tampa Bay. They all have a game in hand on. So Flyers are right there. They're right there. I mean, tonight's loss kind of hurt a little bit, but it wasn't a conference loss. So they were able to, I guess, kind of stand pat for the moment. Just a quick little update. In San Francisco, it is 35-35 between the Niners and the Chicago Bears. Just in case if you guys were wondering and didn't have the game on, it's 35-35 as they just began the fourth quarter. So, Again, guys, make sure you guys tune in. We have a great lineup for you this week. Tomorrow, it will be basically the Pittsburgh Sports Desk, and then the final word with Matty B. Tuesday looks to be pretty damn busy on here. That final word will be mixed, like I said, with Matty B's with the Flyers post game, as he will probably be on as that game goes final. So it'll be Matty B doing the final word with the Flyers with the Clear the Ice. Also that night, 8:00, my show, me and Paul Spencer will be back at it for props, locks, and parlays as we get set for round 2 of the NCAA football tournament to see who will be number 1. Also, we got week 18 of the NFL season. Plus, we also have the week in bowl games as we wrap up college football season. And, it's going to be kind of weird, but, props, locks, and parlays, I thought had a pretty darn good season. And we will be doing that for just one more week. That's right. One more week as we go into that. Maybe we might cover the playoffs, but as the weeks dwindle down here, we're going to talk about some of the things. If I have to, I'll probably I haven't really kind of decided yet. This was more of a kind of pro football, college football regular season thing, but since we're doing the college football playoffs, we're going to do that out to the national championship game, and why not? Let's just do it right out to the Super Bowl and have some fun with it as well. So me and Paul will be graciously talking that over with you guys. So again, Flyers lose 4-1, guys. Make sure you guys tune in. Again, I've been on all day. I was on with Al starting kicking things off at 9:00 this morning. I was back with you roughly about 2.5 hours ago when this Eagles game went final against the Buffalo Bills. And I'm back with you now for the Flyers. So this guy right here is a little tired. And I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of seeing my face because I'm tired of seeing my face. So you guys have a great rest of your night. Flyers lose 4-1. They get back at it Tuesday night against those Canucks. Matty B will be on the call. Make sure you guys tune in for that. I will see you guys Tuesday, 8:00 for props, locks, and parlays. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe and enjoy your upcoming holiday.